Hello and welcome to Devlog 3 on my indie game about mushrooms. In this episode I'll be showing you all the cool new features I've been working on. Now, the plan for the game is to have a vast open world with lots of secrets and hidden areas. But to do this we need game mechanics. So, may I introduce you to bubbles. They start floating out normally until you decide to touch one and then you're in the bubble. By crouching you can go downwards, and you can move left and right, and if you jump or hit a wall, the bubble pops. As I was thinking about what other things I could add to the game, I came across the video I Made a Difficult Game About Climbing by the YouTuber Pontypants. I saw he made this realistic water using a cool system where a bunch of particles are spread out evenly along a line, and they react when the particles next to them move. For a much better explanation, watch Pontypants' video if you haven't yet. I'd highly recommend his channel. And I love how that water looks, so... And bam! I know it seems like that took no time at all, but sadly we both use different programming languages. That actually took me ages to make. But it was totally worth it. Just look at this high quality water action. Anyway, on to the next step. Remember in Devlog 1 when I said,
next, I wanted to add some grass which moved when you walked into it. I found this useful Reddit thread with a user having a similar problem to me. After trying to figure out how the shader worked for a while, I decided the best thing to do was to give up.
Well, guess what? I got the grass working. Basically, how it works is each patch of grass has a hitbox, and when the player walks over the grass, it adds the player's speed to a variable called skew. And using a vertex shader, we can get the grass working perfectly. The lighting system in the game isn't too bad at the moment, but I think we could give it a little something extra. So I made this system where there are now two lights attached to the player. One of the lights just does normal light stuff, but the other light only affects the edges of blocks, making this really cool highlighted effect. Up until this point, the camera has been a bit too rigid for my liking, so I added something called camera smoothing. How camera smoothing works is that instead of following the player directly, there is an invisible point that follows just behind the player, and the camera's position is moved to the position of the point. And just like that, my camera is silky smooth. One problem I'm having right now in the game is whenever I try to quit out of the window, I have to use Alt F4, and that's not quite what I want. So with a bit of work, we have a pause menu. Right now the settings button does nothing, but that's a problem for a future devlog. Anyway, that's all for this devlog. In the next devlog, I'll be adding more features to make the game even more fun. As always, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next devlog.